woke you up, didn't it? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this year's matching sports car and classic car club show. And it's nice to see so many of you here today. What a day we've got for you as well. Fantastic. I tell you, I was looking down this programme and I thought, how are we going to fit all this in? But we will somehow. There's more going on. I'll bring you up to date later on with a lot more stuff. But what I want to do right now is to kick the thing off by bringing into the arena members of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club. And here you'll see just how diverse we are. We're not a classic car club, we're not a sports car club, we're a combination of the two. So, into the arena they come, guys. Our first parade of the day then. By the way, if you're wondering who I am, my name's Steve Saunders. I work for Paradise FM, which is a London radio station. Also do a bit on cable telly, you might see me on there now and again. And it'll be my job to get you through the day. So in they come. Like I say, we do have, actually today we have 45 cars here representing Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club. And every shape, size, year and type that you could wish to see. Into the arena comes that lovely Spitfire. We'll talk to him in a while because I know that's had extensive work on it to make it look like it does. And the E-Type, the wonderful E-Type. There's a little story to tell with that one as well. Okay, Kelvin, if you'd like to bring around the face of this way. Hello? Whoa. Right, no, Kel, where are you going? I want you facing this way, Kel. Okay, you're just showing off now, aren't you? Okay. Alright. Now, loads of people would have heard of you, Kelvin, but they wouldn't have heard of Triking. Tell us a little bit about Triking.
Trikings are built in Norwich, Steve, and they're still built to this day. This year was 1983. It was built for the owner of Snetterton Racetrack, Trike, Regal Sear. It's Sear Quarter Snetterton Racetrack. This one does 100 miles an hour, up to 60 in about 7 seconds.
100 miles an hour? Have you done 100 miles an hour in Kelvin? You know, on a track?
On a track, yes, it's called the A12 track. Down here on the following wind, it's done 100 miles an hour.
I'm sooner you than me, that's all I can say. Tell us a little bit about the club, Kelvin. Why did you join the club in the first place?
Well, I hate three-wheelers, I thought I'd annoy everybody by getting here. You little liar, don't hate anybody.
We are a diverse club. Here's the club, and the Star Owners Club band on the top, but also a member of Matching Green. So tell us a little bit about the club. Here's today. So, morning, sir. This is such a lovely day, sir.
My name's John Massey. I joined the car club because I have a farm about a mile and a half away from here, so it's handy. I've been a member for about 5 years.
And enjoyed it?
Yes, excellent. They're very, very on the ball and very professional. Yeah, very.
Well, that's nice, and it's nice to have a local lad here, if I may say, and thank you for bringing her, because she's beautiful. I'm not going to spoil it, I'm going to let the owner tell you about this car, and I know that she's just won a major award, hasn't she?
Yes, it has. It's a Gilman Invader Mark III. This one's registered 1972. It has just won Best Car in the Country last weekend in Leicester.
So, best car in the country last weekend in Leicester, fantastic, and you must be very proud of her.
Yes, I am. Very. This is real life story. Totally myself.
What we're going to do now is bring some visiting cars into the arena, and we're going to do them one at a time so we can get full enjoyment of these wonderful cars. If you'd like to do a complete tour of the arena, madam, we'll find out a little bit about that really special car in a moment. Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself first, please. What's your name and where you're from? And tell us a little bit about the car. There you go, the car built especially for American women. We could do one for English women, I suppose, put a big bump around the outside of it, you know. Here we go. Don't probably see the drop head E-Type, as you can't see. E-Type, which is probably more on. Great registration number, look at that registration number. Lovely example as well. Listen to that engine purring away. And what's your name and tell us a little bit about the car?
My name's Dave. And today is series 24
Right, okay, well thank you for that. Listen, thank you for being here today. And as she does another couple of laps of the arena, just take the opportunity to listen to the engine. The V12 just the big exhaust system on the back. I've got a vote. I got a form here, and this form says the car you'd most like to go home in, and this, without doubt, is the car I would want to go home in. I think this is just gorgeous. It is absolutely lovely. You know the least chance I would use it, but tell us a little bit about it. And buy yourself a program. If you buy the program just 50p, you'll get the unique chance to vote for the vehicle you would most like to go home in, the car you would most like to go home in, which is pretty special, but you can only vote if you buy yourself a 50p program.
My name's John Griffiths. I'm the member of the Singer Owners Club and a local club based in Southend. This car's a 1934 Singer 11, which was quite an unusual car for its era. It's got independent front suspension, overhead camshaft engine and hydraulic brakes all round. It's also got a free-wheel attachment, which means you can change gear when you're on the move without dipping the clutch. I've had it about 5 years. It's the wife's car, actually. I bought it cosmetically restored. I had to do some spraying, finish off woodwork on the inside, and the engine and mechanics needed a complete overhaul. The block was cracked, frost damage, so the engine's been reconditioned. They say it's quite a modern car for 1934. You can see it's got suicide doors, as they call them. But it's quite drivable. You know, as long as you're not on motorways, it's quite a nice car to drive around country lanes.
So how do you use it? Is it hire days and holidays car?
Yeah, it just shows. I've got another one, a 1929 car, and we mix and bring this to some shows.
Right.
You know, it's just a nice day out, really. So,
I mean, if someone was interested in starting, I mean, this is, I mean, going back to 1934, this is what many people would term as a classic vehicle. Starting out...
Let's give her another couple of tours of the arena because she is a wonderful car. Again, maybe you'd like to vote for this one to be the car you'd most like to go home in. Overhead cam engine in there. Look at the little tiny exhaust pipe in comparison to the E-Type. Look, it's amazing the gas you can get out of this. Couple of tours of the arena just to enjoy this lovely, lovely car. Oh, did I mention we got a beer tent as well? Perhaps I didn't. Well, we have. And again, it's in the main marquee, and they are serving right now. So if you fancy a pint, thank you very much for bringing her in. Lovely. Then go and buy one, no problem. We've also got the raffle going on today. Some wonderful prizes. Got the champagne there. A couple of tickets to the local wildlife park, Paradise Wildlife Park. In fact, never been there. It's only over at Brompton, and it is wonderful. They've got lions, cheetahs, all sorts of stuff, and it's worth a visit. But you can be going there free today if you buy yourself a raffle ticket and win the prize. A family ticket is up for grabs. Now, MG, one of the most famous marks in the world.
The being baritone magnet, made in 1957. Car's a family car.
I don't really need to tell you what this car is, do I? Like I say, from a point of view of this show, we do try to show as many different cars as we possibly can, all types, shapes and sizes, probably none more famous than the Mori Minor. Hello, sir. And tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Back from Barnby. Only car for about 2 years now. Slowly improving.
Well, she's lovely inside. If you get a chance to say, have a look at this car inside. It's wonderful. So, was it an ambition to own a Mori Minor then?
My daughter had one at university, and it was forever on the phone saying, can you fix it? Once she left, it was a matter of acquiring my own one, and then progressing from there.
The Mori Minor, probably one of the most famous cars in the UK. Many people here today would have learned to drive in one of these. Goes to show you can pick up a car, give it some tender-loving care and keep it on the road. 50 years young, that car, 50 years. We've got a Tom Bowler stall over there as well.
Okay, yeah, I'll have a go.
Come on then.
5 stalls for £1 down the local diabetic club.
Who have we got there? Is there a pound coin in there?
Yes, there is. Thank you very much. Pick out the 5 and then I'll undo them.
Okay, thank you. Right. What do you want? One there. There. 4 and 5. There we go. There you go. I'll give you that. Let's see how we did.
Any number ending.
Already, so if you're feeling a bit techy, have yourself a Sunday hot roast. We'll bring the next car into the arena then. These are all visiting cars and we're very grateful to have many clubs here today supporting us as they usually do. Take the time to wander around and enjoy some of the cars that are here. If you'd like to do a tour of the arena, sir. Thousands upon thousands of pounds worth of cars here today. Unique collection. Take the chance to stop, talk to the owners, ask them about it. If you're interested in classic cars but don't know where to start, then go over to our club marquee where the caravan is and they'll talk to you all day long if necessary. It's not just classic cars though, we are a sports car club and that tends to mean that we have a diverse membership. Okay. Wow, when I walk around this car, it's such a big car, isn't it? Tell us a little bit about yourself, the car, sir. I'm only about 8 years. So, have any around? The only thing I've ever done is give us the name of the car. 48 Pilot.
There's not many of them around, no, because in the 60s, unfortunately, they used them for banger racing. And they were like £10 each from, scrap yards or wherever, and people drove them into the ground.
And they were built well, so they lasted in the banger racing game, I think.
Yeah, they were, it's just under 2 ton a car here. So, it's a lot of car, and you go banger racing with it, you'll push most things out of the way.
It's a big son. You said you restored it, every single nut and bolt, everything off of it, everything out of it, in a double garage, labour of love. Would you advise someone to do that?
Yeah, if you've got some idea of what you're doing, yeah. But you read more and more and more about unfinished projects. If you're going to do it, finish it. Otherwise, you end up with loads of bits in the garage and you end up almost giving it away because nobody wants to. Well, people that don't know, they won't buy a car that's all in bits.
Don't know you've got all the bits for starters, do you? And must kill your social life a little bit, I would have thought.
Yeah, ask the wife.
I think I'll do that, you know that. It really is a wonderful, the bodywork is amazing. I'm sorry, it's yours, madam, not the car. What was your name? Renita. And did you lose him for hours and hours in the garage?
Yeah, this is a special project that was through. We spent a lot of time in the garage.
You must be a wonderful wife, that's all I can say. Very understanding, but look at the fruits of the labour of love. Thank you very much for bringing her in. If you can do another couple of tours with her. Full V8 Pilot. And he's made such a wonderful job of restoring that. Take time to walk around it later as well as you. Immaculate inside and out. Hours, 4 years to rebuild that car. We're not just here for classic cars, we're here for sports cars as well. So, having said that, into the arena comes one of the, or two, of the most famous marks, the Lotus, 2 versions of it. Made famous, of course, Colin Chapman for racing. Hit a bit of a doldrum, came back in, and now many people would give their right arm to own one of these. So let's talk to the first owner of this lovely bright yellow one. How you doing, sir?
I'm very well.
tell us a little bit about the car then.
It's a Motor Lease. I've had it for just over a month now, but I wanted a practical car that I could get on the gear in,
And this is a practical car, isn't it?
it's not quite a hefty build, so plenty of room to get the gear in. Yeah.
And has it lived up to all your expectations?
Yeah, I love it. I've had Japanese cars really before now, but I was quite wanted a British car. And it's really, yeah, it's good. The handling's fantastic. Plenty of lots to do over the winter, I think.
So there you go, the yellow Elise. Okay, this is a man with a big smile on his face, and I think you should be driving one of these. Tell us about the car.
It's a 1909 Elise 111S, slightly different model.
What's different about it?
It's got a VVC engine, so it's got a bit more power, and a short ratio gearbox, 6 to 8 a bit quicker.
And it, of course, you never break the speed limit, but what's it capable of then?
It's only about 33, not amazing, but it accelerates quickly up to there. So it's fun.
And fun is the word, isn't it, with one of these?
Yeah, right, yeah. Great fun for sunny weekends. So something like curly ones as well. Not bad.
Lotus, Elise.
Yeah, all over the place.
Bear with me just a few moments and check to see if the knights are preparing themselves for what will be, I promise you, a spectacular display of hand-to-hand combat. We have coming up, of course, the now famous Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club show, Questions of Sports Cars. This year, we have the TR Register versus the Viper Club.
Right, this is Lionel Loddy, member of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club. He's brought his Invader Mark III along today. We saw it in the arena, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
Okay, well, while we're here, we're going to have a closer inspection of what is a very, very nice car indeed.
Thank you.
Okay. So, would you like to take us around it for a bit?
Yeah, sure, certainly. It's 1972, registered 1972, although they did actually build these cars up until 1993. They were only factory built, they weren't available as a kit. And this one originally was in a blue colour. It's been off the road 18 years. When I restored it, I obviously painted it in the bright red.
Okay. So, I mean, one of the things we can't do in the arena, obviously, is have a look under the bonnet. So, should we do that while we're here?
Certainly.
You'll see us here, about 25, 30 cars we get here. If ever you're in the area, please pop down and have a look. We meet just outside the Checkers, and we'll be really pleased to see you there. The raffle.
Right, so what have we got in here?
Right, this runs Ford Essex, 3-litre V6. It's also running Piper Racing cam, still timing gears, stage 1 heads. It has been converted to unleaded. Develops about 185 brake horsepower. Quite quick.
Yeah. I mean, an engine of this kind, was it a problem to sort of convert it to unleaded?
No, not at all. It's basically just reseat all the valves, and I mean, I sent it in and had it all done, but it runs perfectly on unleaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sort of 180 brake horsepower, you say, generally?
About 180 out.
How quick have you had it?
I've run it off the clock.
Oh, right, okay. So where does the clock go to?
Sorry?
Where does the clock go? So,
I think it runs to about 140.
right, okay, so we've got just a fair amount over that. Very nice interior as well.
By the Sword of Chivalry. And they don't come much more expensive than this. The Rolls Royce, of course. Silver Cloud 3. Hiya. Tell us a little bit about the car. Tell us who you are.
I'm Robert, I'm a member of the club. This is a Rolls Royce Silver Cloud 3. Essentially a mum-in-the-park wall two-door coupe, Chinese island, if you know them. It's only one of 75 built. They're originally meant to be built on Bentley chassis and rolled it special on with the Rolls Royce grill. It's actually a Bentley chassis but with the Rolls grill, but built by Rolls Royce.
Makes it pretty unique then, obviously.
Yeah, just 75 built.
Now, Rolls Royce prices generally have really plummeted, haven't they, recently? What's the reason for that? Any ideas?
It's gone through the floor, that's why I bought this. I've only had it about 4 months. But it's only had one owner from you.
before that, and that's the scriptwriter Alan Simpson who wrote Hancock's work and Steptoe and stuff. He had it for years. So he obviously looked after it, because it still smells like new in here, doesn't it? Yeah, he had it restored in '94. Spent quite a lot of money on it, probably checked the off rebuilding it. But yeah, it's been trimmed up in the yard and little trims that he actually trimmed. Can't have it all, wait. Again, as I said to the local boys, was it a boy's dream to own a Rolls Royce? Yeah, it was actually. Actually, it was. I remember about 8 years old, I had a scooter bike. I always remember one coming out of the car park, and I thought one day I'm going to have one of those. I've got it now, yeah. It's lovely. I know that I've driven only one or two of these, and you've got to go in one or drive one to fully appreciate them having it. Yeah, I mean, they're an old car. You've got to remember it's 1964, so it drives like an old car, but it's very sweet. I mean, it's got adaptive damping. I mean, it's had hard or soft ride electronically, and adjusted power steering, electric windows, and sort of modern creature comforts that every car has today. But so it's quite comfortable, it's quite quick as well. They were in their day, they were rated at 120 miles an hour, so it's quite a quick car. But the brakes aren't really up to today. There's traffic on the road, but it's comfortable cruise, sort of 80 miles an hour. And the big question, what sort of fuel consumption? I try not to work it out, really. I don't work it out. No, I wouldn't. It's got your price point. You go down here, you know that, don't it? Okay, thanks for bringing her into the arena. Obviously does wonderful, wonderful work in helping to stop purity and abuse, cruelty, can I say, and abuse to children. So there you go. There's lots of charities to support. We don't ask for entrance fees. And he does it for the children. I learned something about these cars a couple of years ago when I first did this show. Everybody calls them an SDI, but in actual fact it should be SD1, isn't it? Quite correct, and I think you'll find it's probably our club that put you right. Yes, it's not too fine a point, I might add. It's not an SDI, it's an SD1! Was screamed at me. So why was it an SD1 then? Well, it was a car that was developed to replace the Rover 2000 and the Bryant 2000. It was quite a revolutionary car, and it adopted the name SD1 because it was special development one. It was actually the code name for the car when it was produced. So it was a project name that Agol stayed right locally. Okay, 3-8 then. So tell us a little bit about the club. The club still represented today. We are the SD1 Mania. The SD1 Mania Club. There you go. Always get told off by you guys every year. Okay, well, we're just doing another tour of the arena to enjoy them. You may notice the Rolls Royce is now gone. Gone back to our workshop to service for another show. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, while we enjoy these SD1s, just doing their final tour of the arena, we will bring back one later on, a police car version, which is worth seeing kids. Right, let me reset you. Have a quick practice. Do you like go? He's jumping in, look. We'll make sure you're the next one. Say when you're happy. Okay. You're on the 10 laps, are you? Yeah. On your marks. Get set. Go. Nice steady pace. So let people fully appreciate this wonderful car. It's a kit car based on the VW Beetle. There you go. It's down. If you can see through the back grille, you'll see all the engine is chrome plated. Lovely wheels on it. It's really got lovely lines too, hasn't it? Very, very low. Not dissimilar to a Lotus in lots of ways. There you go. So if you've got a few hours to spare, a few £100, you can buy yourself a kit car, build it in your garage, and then tell everybody that it was yours. Right now we're going to take a break. In the meeting time, stay by those calls, and he will tell you
all about it. Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen, for the Swords of Chivalry. So Edmund is a noble knight, fights with honour, courtesy and chivalry, and should acquit himself well. A local knight, we have Ralph de Montfichet from Montfichet Castle. Ralph is a veteran and has won many tournaments. We have Bertrand de Gascoigne, the Black Knight. He doesn't particularly like the English. He's here today to win money. He's been banned several times from tournaments, but he has promised to be on his best behaviour. My lords, I think I would like to fight first. Ralph, are you in good mettle? May God defend the right. Begin. There you go. Beats WWF anytime, doesn't it?
This is Malcolm, also known as Sir Ralph from the Swords of Chivalry. Tell us a little bit about your organisation, what it is you do. We've just seen an example of yourself in action. But, so how do you all get together?
Well, basically we're a group of friends. Anybody that joins the group joins the family. We demonstrate medieval warfare from the period of around 1350 to 1400. Why have I suddenly got a cold chill going down the back of my spine? Into the arena to the music, of course, of the Sweeney. So, get your cameras out. If you've got your cameras with you, now's a good time to get a good shot. We'll start at this end, and we'll find out about the Rover 8271 Fastback Automatic, it says in the window. Tell us about yourself first, sir.
Oh yeah, we're part of the Police Preservation Society Fusions Club. Collectively there's about 30 books. We do shows like this.
Oh, I've got to go over. He's the only one that knows. Oh, look at the stuff in the back. You've got to have a look inside this car. They've got police uniform and everything in the back here from this particular era. Good afternoon, sir. Tell us your name.
Roy Hanson. The Waterloo 6 1953.
take me on the road. First job this car was the coronation.
The first job it did was the coronation. Wow, so well, then go and have a go. I think it's 50p if I remember rightly, and win yourself a tenner, but it's going to the local village just down the road. So please support that one and support all the charities that are here. Like I said earlier, we don't ask you to pay to come into our show, but we do ask that you support the charities by having a go on them top loaders and buying their bits and pieces. And also, don't forget our burger stall over there, pig roast. The pig roast, very popular every year. I know they're getting low, so if you're feeling hungry, now's the time to go and buy yourself your pig roast burger. Lots of things to look forward to this afternoon as I ask the visiting cars to make their way into the arena. Local sled. Ben, tell us a little bit about the sled.
I've had it for 7 years. It's a 1974 Mark II chariot. Take the draw quite a lot, 2, 3, perhaps 4 times a year. So it's not just a toy, but it's a kit. And, well, not much more to say really. It's a good, reliable car.
Now, like we said with some of the other cars, the Stags are very popular as a classic car, but you really have to know what you're looking for to buy one, don't you? Because there are some dodgy ones out there.
Yeah, the biggest problem is the engine. It's a very rare engine, so consequently it's a very expensive engine to repair. As long as the engine's sound, you're alright, but if you've got one with a bad engine, you're probably looking at £3,000 for a major engine.
So obviously if someone gives you one for £2,500 and it's got a dodgy engine, you don't buy it.
Well, we compared to
How much servicing do you have to give this one? Are they sort of easy to service or expensive?
No, cars are fairly reasonable.
Organic cars in their projects. Never eaten organic food, wait till you do, because it just tastes so much different. Okay, sir, you spin around and mark her up. Tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about this lovely meeting.
How the early Kings and Queens started, it was way back in 1862 when a young family left on the steps of a Victorian workhouse run by nuns in Somerstown to Pancras in North London. This young lad was brought up in the office until he was 13. Then he had to get a job. And he got a job as a road sweeper and rat catcher in Somerstown Market. Working amongst the costermongers, he became a kindred to the costermongers. And it was around about the time in 1875 with the young barrow boys who used to push their barrows round the outside of the market. They were known as flashy dressers because they wore bell-bottom trousers, a waistcoat, a flat cap and a Kingsman round their neck. What they put on that suit was 14 mother-of-pearl buttons, as big as a Victorian penny, a few up the side of each leg, a few round the waistcoat, and 4 across the cap, which they called the Flash. And they were nicknamed the Flash Boys, because when they walked round the market, the sun used to hit the buttons and attract the attention of the general public. This young lad, Henry Croft, he thought he'd go one better than them. So he went back to his little room and he covered a suit in mother-of-pearl buttons. In November 1875, he was just turned 13 years of age, rattling a tin, collecting pennies, halfpennies and farthings for the children he left behind in the orphanage. Little did he know that this would start him on a lifetime of charity.
It's not a rude question. How much is the tabletop? There you go, £1,200. So you don't have to break the bank to own a car that looks as lovely as this and gives you as much pleasure. Do you get a lot of time to drive it? It's not an everyday car, so you want it
Not every day, no, just use it for shows, weekend driving. Went over to Belgium.
Oh, you only got to fight 2 next, that's handy. I don't want to fight you. He's getting dizzy. Alright, park it up then. Park it up. Why are you sitting next to you in the passenger seat, sir? Keep all your cars alone with you. Let me go round the right. Okay. This again, I keep saying this every car that comes into the arena, but it's so true. It's in lovely, lovely condition. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the car, sir.
Well, I've not long owned this vehicle. We had a holiday out in California back in February, March this year. And I found it while I was on holiday over there. It had already been exported from the US to the car right outside. It was for sale.
There you go. So next time you go to America for your holidays, make sure you take your credit cards with you and you might just come back with a Mercedes. We never did find out why he was wearing that hat, did we? Why is he wearing that hat? Put the hat back on, sir, because it's let me come round to you. Let's find out. A car that most men would love to own. The Cadillac, the most famous American mark of all, I would suggest. If he can turn that round in here, he's doing extremely well. No, you can't. I can't blame you. This is some automobile, which is what the Americans say.
Yeah, we've seen it before when your show was on July the 4th.
Oh. So you tell me. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, we nearly got run over. A couple of singers. Not as in going to do a song, but a couple of singer cars. 1951 Singer 4AB Roadster. See, I know my cars. It's got it on the back. You were impressed there for a minute, weren't you? You thought that bloke knows what he's doing. Yeah, right. Okay.
Burger. The first, yeah.
And how many of these did they make, do you know?
I guess 220 odd thousand. No, so, yeah, 200.
So about £250,000. Good afternoon, sir. Great to have you here at the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club show. Not many people would know what this car is, I wouldn't think. Because there's not many of them around. I don't know, it's a Javelin, I know what it is. I want you to tell them.
The 1953 Garrett Javelin.
How did you come by it?
I bought it off a friend.
Off a friend? How long ago? No, you are an interviewer's nightmare, don't you? Because you're the sort of guy who goes, yes, no, yes, no. You bought it how long ago, sir?
13 years.
13 years ago. And then you had to spend a lot of money on it to keep it, because it's a very nice thing.
Very good. It's quite low money.
Oh, cool. Right, okay, lunatic, what's your name?
Ray Potter.
Ray Potter, and tell us a bit about the car.
Well, I've had it for 2 years. Probably the only car I've ever bought that I haven't had to do anything to apart from the steering.
There you go. Hope you don't fall off the front. You're all right up there? Wow, look at this. If you've got an action man at home and you buy a Land Rover, this is the one. This is the arena, the lovely Norton. Followed by the BSA. And the Triumph. These are names, of course, that were synonymous with the motorbike industry in this country. Norton made a revival a little while ago, came back into racing. lovingly looked after by these owners. Hanging off BSA just now and said Triumph was the one to have. Would you agree with that, or is the BSA still ruling the break?
I prefer the BSA itself, everybody to their own taste.
Each to their own. Now this one does go back a bit, doesn't it?
This one, 50 base.
1950 base. What's that mean? It's got other components on it. The Normans, the Triumphs, the BSAs and the BMW. And remember, if you want a sidecar, Ron's the man to see. Okay. Okay, coming into the arena then, the Viper. These really are very, very special. We brought them here today not only to enjoy the car itself, but to check out their knowledge, to pit them against the TR register in a competition that's becoming a regular occurrence here at the show every year, called A Question of Cars, or Question of Sports Cars. And again, if you've got a camera, you may never have an opportunity like this again to take a photograph of 5 Vipers in the same spot at one time. And into the arena as well, the TR register, the Triumphs.
Kingdom region.
Which
We're
are
here today at the Matching Green Classic Car Show with quite an interesting group of Vipers, showing the 2 models that they have in fact made. I'm standing by a 2001 GTS. The GTS was originally produced in 1996 after the original concept car, due to most owners having a requirement for a closed coupe type vehicle. Virtual concept cars. You can see it's very, very interesting. It has actually no roof when it was originally debuted at the Detroit Motor Show, and it has no side windows as well. The story goes is that Bob Lutz, who was then the president of the Chrysler before it became Chrysler Daimler, walked onto the stand, said, "I like the car, you get 7 months to put it into production." And this then became reality.
Hey, you got to cheer for the Vipers, all right, and you got to support the TRs. So we have scored the first 2 points to the Viper Club. So that's an excellent answer. I've got to tell you, excellent answer. That's it, lovely. Okay. And there you go. Win yourself a nice, lovely, fresh made cake. So if you want to get involved in that, then it's over in the marquee, half-price cakes. And guess the way the cake. You can stay here and present them. You're this is the chairman of Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club, Alfie. How do you think it's gone today, Alfie?
Very well indeed, I think.
Massive turnout. Bigger turnout than I think we've had before.
Quality cars definitely better.
That's not decrying the other people that turned up years before, of course. Okay, let's have the winning team captain and the winning team over there, and the runner-up captain and the runners-up team, if you'd like to come over, please. Time to get your chance on the video, which we'll be selling in the next few months. If you want a video of today's show, then go and place an order with the Club Caravan. There you go. And you're the first person ever in the world to own a trophy that has our sensor in it. We've only just had it made. So how about that? Well done, guys. All played in the right spirit. Lovely. Wow, we're spoilt today for cars that are just absolutely immaculate, and this Volvo is that dash. Is that original, that dash? Tell us a little bit about the car.
We bought the car 2 years ago, and then my father restored it in 12 months.
I think it looks stunning. You've got to see inside this car, okay? When it goes out the arena, have a look at the dashboard. It's in sort of a lovely electric sort of blue colour, and it really sets the car off. So when you bought the car, was it it needed a lot of work, did it?
Yes, when I bought the car,
Hello there. Yeah, name's Mick Hayward, owner Volvo P1800S. Had it for be 2 years in January. Restored it over a year with my father. I'm pleased with the result. When I bought the car, it was in quite a bad state, as they normally call it, a basket case. Had it by my dad's in his workshop, and every minute I had, I spent time on it with my dad, and I would say he done most of the work, but I helped him and used his knowledge to restore the car to how it is today.
And it's quite an interesting shape, isn't it? I mean, when you say Volvo, you automatically think sort of box with wheels.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, it's this particular model they used in the series called the Saints, Roger Moore, and that's where it's sort of come famous from. Years ago, 1962, I think it started the series, Roger Moore and the Saint, and he started off with this model and went for about 6-7 years, I believe.
Right.
Been plugging it all day, flagging it all day like crazy. Junior Le Mans, what does that mean? Well, I can introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, I want a big round of applause for our youngest member of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club. And here they are, the youngest members. Now, they're not just going to drive around in these cars because, like I said, they've been in training. Okay, so tell us about these guys then.
They're only 2.5 actually, so they've only been driving these for 3 months. So we're going to try and do a run to the cars like a Le Mans start. They're going to do a drag strip. It's the first one across the line.
Okay, so who's who?
This is George in the car on my left, and Ralph in the car on the right.
George and Ralph, and George is giving you, he doesn't want that, he said it's extra weight, get it out of there, I've got to keep the car as light as possible. So, the gist of this is that George and Ralph are going to do a Le Mans style start on your countdown, okay? They will race to their cars, and they will go like crazy. These are little electric cars, and the first one over here will be the winner. Now, if I was sitting over here right now, I'd be very worried, right? Because they haven't got any brakes. They've been at the bar for an hour and a half, them two. So, anything can happen, all right? Now, they have practices in the garden at home. Okay, first off, everybody, give them a wave, please. Wave to the drivers. Wave, there we go. Yeah. 2.5 years old, these guys. Big future in front of them. Okay, now, what I said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Off we go! Oh, who's in the lead first? It looks like Ralph's got him in the car first. He's in there, he's stopped. Gentlemen, start your engines. He's off. Come on, go, 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 go. And there's a little bit of bumping and boring going on, look. It's fresh. Will they make it? Oh, yeah. Come on, mate. Got a quick bit of pit crew. Ah, there we go. Oh, and there's a bit of a lead, at least a car length's lead there. They're flat out in the 300 SLs. Come on, George, come on. Bit of cheering, come on, George. Yay! There you go, ladies and gentlemen. George and Ralph, our youngest members of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club. Big future in motor racing for both of them two guys, I think. And we just like to bring you something a little bit different, and that really was, and it was lovely. And they really are members of the club too, so thank you very much, Gary. From Epping, so if you're, I'm not sure if that's Marion or Kieran it might be actually, Kieran Flack from Epping. It's the right in here. You've won yourself 5 litres of screen wash, and third prize, a car wash and wax, and triple the Elvis, a very famous mark, of course. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Well, this is 1952 Elvis 12 refers to the nominal horsepower, 50 is 50 brake.
My name's Charles Patesman. This is my vehicle, which is a Mack NM6, used US Army, used in Scotland as a snowplough. Probably come over on the Lend-Lease scheme, and obviously never went back. The probably had a gritter body on it to start with. From there it went into a lorry breakers in Doncaster, and they fitted the wrecking gear on it, which is ex-Diamond T, again wartime, and used it for towing their stuff in, and I purchased it from there. It was fraying around the edges a little bit when I got it, but military wise it would have been used as a prime mover, towing tanks on a drawbar trailer, anything up to about 50-60 tonne. Yeah, it's 6-wheel drive, permanent on the back wheels. You can disengage the front axle. It's got a 12-litre straight 6 engine, got about 170 brake horsepower. In the cab we've got very basic, typical military. It's got 5-speed gearbox with high and low ratio, power takeoff for the winch behind the cab, which is about £25,000, it's about 15 tonne. The wrecking gear on the back is all power driven apart from the booms. We'll pick up about 2.5 tonne of boom, which is the rated capacity, undoubtedly used for considerably more. The booms can be separated and swung out the side, so you can pull from the side with the jack legs that put down to give you support.
There you go, so now you see what Matching Green Classic Sports Car Club is all about. It's about a variety, it's about having a bit of fun, and it's about enjoying your car and the company of people that enjoy cars like this. And well, I know this gentleman and I know the history of this car, and I know that it is a wonderful example of it, but I need you to tell my fellow people out there it's a lovely, lovely car. But again, it shows you the diversity of our membership. Talking of which, is a diverse member with a stag. Hi, tell us your name, tell us a little bit about the car. And when did you join the club, Dennis? Okay, what we'd like to do now is to bring in the winners of our 4 categories for the show, one of which you voted for, which is the car I most like to go home in. But before we do that, I'd like to bring into the arena the winner of the best sports car in the show. The best sports car for the year 2001 of the Matching Green Classic Sports Car Club show is the 1951 Singer 4AB Roadster. The one we had in right at the end. There it is, GUX 379, tour of the arena, a worthy winner of the best sports car in the show. 1951 Singer 4AB. Lovely. So what we do, if you'd like to park it, over here. Fantastic. If you'd like to get out the car, sir, we'll present you with your trophy, or rather, Chairman Alf Will from the Matching Green Classic Sports Car Club. There you go, the winner of the best sports car in the show for the year 2001 is the 1951 Singer 4AB. Thank you very much. You stay there, sir, because we'd like to get a photograph of all the cars together. Okay, the next winner, the next category is the best classic car in the show. The best classic car. Tough competition this year, but it went eventually to the V8 Pilot, registration number KEL51. There she is, the winner of the best classic car in the show. Yes, excellent. Lovely, lovely car, lovely version. Wonderful condition, a worthy winner again, as they all are, the best classic car in the Matching Green Classic Sports Car Club show for the year 2001. And if you could stick it next to this car, sir. V8 Pilot, what a lovely, lovely car it is as well. And if you'd like to get out, sir, we can present you with your trophy. Chairman Alf Will. Like to come forward. There you go. The winner of the best classic car for the year 2001. Worthy winner as well. Oh, you're going to join the club? Well done, sir. That's all right. Well, that's why the only reason you won it, really, because we knew we'd get a new member. No, it's good. A worthy winner of the best classic in the show. All right. Now, this is the one you guys voted for, okay? The car I'd most like to go home in. Yeah, tough competition, lots and lots of votes. But the winner this year for the car I would most like to go home in is the Mercedes 230 SL, registration number TKE24D. Hey, there you go, round of applause. It's the man with a funny hat. There you go. Stiff competition this year as well. Lots of cars around here that people chose that they'd like to go home in, but this was the one that got the most votes from you people, from the public. This is Mercedes 230 SL. If you'd like to get out of the car, so we'll present you with your trophy. There you go. Alf Drake, chairman of the club, with the car I would most like to go home in winner for the year 1919, for the year 2001. Excellent. And finally, last but not least, as far as we're concerned, an important award because it is the Matching Green Classic Sports Car Club's own award for the best club car. Third place was the Mini Marcus. Second place was the Mercedes 220. But the winner of this year's award goes to the Rover 95, registration number CPU453B. And there it is, the winner of the Matching Green Classic Sports Car Club Best Owned Club Car. Purring away. The Rover 95. Nodding dog in the back there. Authenticity, that's what it's about. There you go. If you'd like to get out, sir and madam, and collect your prizes, or your prize. No, I'm a bit of a gentleman, I'll do that. There you go. Alright, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the best club car of the year 2001. The Rover 95.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. That's lovely. Thank you.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Another year over, another show done, and 4 winners of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club show. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your support. Please stay around and pop over to the pub, have a beer afterwards. There'll still be lots of cars on display here. But for me, Steve Saunders, I'd like to say thank you very much to the organisers, to the committee members who put so much work into this. As I say, it's a year-long thing. It takes them 12 months to organise this. I'd like to thank everybody who turned up here yesterday to help erect these marquees and to make sure that the show went ahead. I'd like to thank each and every one of the members of the Matching Green Classic and Sports Car Club, because without them we wouldn't have a club, and they support it so well, as seen today with over 50 cars showing here from a membership of 97, so that's a fantastic response. Thank you to everybody that worked on the stalls and the stands to create the atmosphere and to give us the money that we needed to put on next year's show. Thank you to the charities that turned up here, and basically thank you to you guys for turning up and supporting us for being here. God willing, we'll see you here next year, but for right now, that's it. We'll see you next year. Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye.